We could be finally just about see an early leadership challenge against Boris Johnson, and there are talks of a name that not many people were expecting. Let's talk about Mark Harper, one of the leading rebels against Downing Street and this cabinet, alongside his other colleagues on the backbenchers like Steve Baker, say Graham Brady and many others. And he has been pretty consistent. He is quite measured, he's quite reasonable, he can't be accused of being a nutter, for example. But he's been very robust against his opposition, against the mishandling of these health restrictions and lockdowns and the public messaging in general. But now he's sending a warning against the Prime Minister, saying that, well, you must consider removing the restrictions, even the tiny restrictions that are left, specifically health passports and the coverings, and don't even dare introducing new measures, or you could be facing a leadership challenge.
Politics, Mr. Speaker, is a team game. It's essential to work with your colleagues to deliver anything. But if the team captain is to expect the loyalty and backbenchers and ministers to listen to the direction of the team captain, they deserve that decisions are well thought through and soundly based.
See, it's pretty sound, it's pretty good. And, in 2019 when he stood for leadership, when Jeremy Hunt, Boris Johnson, all the others were standing, not many people were considering him, like, well, who is he? What does he stand for? Of course, he's very experienced. He's been around for ages in Parliament. He used to be chief whip. He knows what he's doing, but at the time, his image, we didn't know what he stood for. Right now, it's different. He now has a platform over the last couple of years, again, alongside your Steve Bakers and many others, who are getting more recognition for their work. It really depends on what's going to happen now, because we know that there are options from inside the cabinet who might consider running for leadership. And as we said, Mark Harper hasn't really declared, it's not announced anything in terms of a leadership campaign yet. But if there's going to be any credible campaign running against Boris Johnson, a lot of people are saying it can't be coming from inside the cabinet, because they're already part of the same team, they supported the same policies and same measures. And so you got your Liz Truss's, you got your Rishi Sunak's, and they have their own fan base anyway. But as I said, there are a lot of people who are thinking, well, you guys were part of the team. You kept backing the Prime Minister, not just in terms of the wrong policies, mishandling of the public message, but also with all this chaos that's been happening recently, especially this week today, with the latest leaks about the Prime Minister potentially being actually involved with one of these illegal parties in Downing Street, because his right-hand man organised one of the parties. So it's quite tricky to be able to trust one of these people who are part of the same cabinet. So a lot of people are now thinking, well, who could we trust? There are some names from outside the cabinet. You got your Steve Bakers, you got your Mark Harpers, and it really depends on what's going to happen. But the key point of this video and this update is the fact that Harper is now sending a very, very robust message to the Prime Minister and Downing Street that you could be facing a leadership challenge. And this is Tory language for being quite direct about this threat. Let me know what you think about Mark Harper, if you have been following his work recently, and if you think that we should have a leadership challenger from inside the cabinet or outside the cabinet. We'll come back to you guys with more updates. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.